I was like, that's smart of them.
This is the 1:45 in the morning conversation.
Yeah.
This is where we have the where we talk about.
Sheila's like, I love how they're basically marketing lube and tissues.
Well, yeah.
Singles.
I mean,
they're holding down the singles
listen.
for their adult planning.
What I do love.
That's much the way at their planner being like, tonight.
What I do love
We'll see the night.
about the company that we all work for now is that they are very open with sexuality and are here to help if you have any questions.
Oh, Baby J, if this person needs assistance and they just moved in that chair, have fun. Tell them where the plugs are.
Sheila, what if you sat in the chair that they pooped in?
She did not. She sat next to it.
You don't.
But I came after or before. Because that was this Wednesday.
No, she came after, Sheila. It happened already.
No, it was this Wednesday.
No, it wasn't this Wednesday. This is a
that
week
happened.
ago.
That happened like 2 weeks ago.
You literally
That's
came
Wednesday.
in after the
That's
situation for your interview,
Yeah.
but you
No.
did not sit in the Poopapalooza chair.
But you
You
sat
sat
next
next
to
to
it.
it. You sat in the one the boyfriend sat in.
It probably had a smell.
No, I would have noticed that. If I noticed the Kleenex next to the toys, I would have noticed the poop. I'm just saying. Maybe they could give me a
It
heads
probably
up.
happened about 30 to 40 minutes prior to you being there.
Oh wait, it happened same day
Yeah.
that she came in.
Yeah.
She could give me a heads up.
Oh God, and she sat right next to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we only have 3 chairs.
Oh Sheila.
I was stood.
I would have stood.
Oh Sheila.
How did it just whisper?
Well, as we stated before, Sheila is no stranger to Poopapalooza in the chair. Well, this happened here on this show 4 years ago, where we thought, oh, someone sweat in the chair.
Oh.
And then
No, that's what they try to claim. I
that's
was
what they
not
claim.
convinced.
Yeah, no. And then was it like the next year or 2 years later, we found out, oh no, he really actually doodled in the chair before you came in the
And I didn't sit in that chair. I refused to. And I refused to like touch it or look at it. And he's like, oh, sweat. I'm like, no. Quit lying.
Like, that
this
ain't
was-
sweat, bro.
Your butt is leaking.
And thank God you didn't send it, because that was in February of 2020, right before the pandemic.
That was
so
butt leak.
that was butt leak. Who knows what could have happened if she had sat in it?
He could not fool me.
No.
I'm like, no, your butt's
could
not
not
swelling that way.
fool
It's butt leak. You need help.
He was not familiar with adult planning.
Nope. He didn't know what
So
plugs were.
that was his problem. And so now we know ahead of time about adult planning
Tissues.
With the Kleenex.
with the Kleenex. He didn't bring Kleenex that night. It would have been it wouldn't have helped anything.
You need a tampon for his hole.
Because we had those chairs at that time that just held every stain within it. You just
Ew.
saw every stain.
But it was wet. Like, no. Your butt should never sweat that much through pants.
It was fairly recent. That was that night. It was literally like a few minutes before we came on the air.
I'm gonna vomit.
Yeah. No.
I can't wait to
It
see.
didn't smell, but like I knew it was butt leak.
We didn't need to know
He
the
was not
smell.
fooling me.
I can't wait to see Mikkel. Don't tell her I'm going to do it.
I literally make that sound in front of her sometimes and she almost throws up. You cannot do it.
I have to do it now. That's one of my favorite things. I love it when people gag when they hear a gag
You
sound.
have a problem.
It's hilarious. You pop pimples. You and Sheila both. You weirdos.
That's fascinating.
That's fascinating.
You're weirdo people, and I like to hear people gag. I think it's funny when they go. It's funny. It's funny.
The gagging sound doesn't bother me. It's
No, it
like
doesn't
the
bother
smell.
me.
If the smell hits me, then I'm going with
Yeah, kind of like that smell of like a bile when they've thrown up and.
I don't want to talk about it.
And then they put the sawdust on it.
Why?
To clean
It's
it up.
like- it's like- it's not Hampton Page.
Oh, that was a real.
This is
That was a
Queen
real
Hazmat.
gag. Sorry,
You like teared up on that one.
I did a real gag just then. Sorry.
I'm winding down here.
When I throw up, I laugh when I throw up because
it's great.
Yeah,
It's gross.
because when I hear it makes me laugh, and then that makes me throw up even harder.
Okay, that's awkward.
You're a child.
This is the 1:48 in the morning conversation right here. Comes through my nose and everything.
That burns.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
Hurts, don't it?
Hurts donut.
I don't even know what you guys are on now.
Sheila, I hope they respond to you quickly because I'm ready to work with you.
It's going to be fun.
This is going to be great times. We're all working. We need to get Pork in the company, too, somehow.
I tried.
I know.
He vetoed.
He vetoed, but we need...
Why?
Because he wasn't going to make enough money working like the 2 jobs he does now or something like that.
Well, I would quit the Fancy Long Johns to go work.
We've been telling him to quit the fancy. He won't. He can't give it up. It's an addiction for him, I think.
You know, just wait till he has his mental breakdown and
How much does he make there?
feels that life.
Like 18, 17? 17.
I don't know.
He makes 17 and then like 15 at the fancy movie place.
So he would have made more than the movie plays, but less than Long John.
Correct.
Fancy Long
Right there,
Johns.
right there in the middle. He
Yeah.
said he had a better thing going. So. Exactly. That's not.
I mean, the Fancy Long Johns, we all know he could leave and then just show up for a shift and then get the job right back.
Whenever
Nobody
he was
worried about.
Whenever he was ready, he could come right back.
Yeah, right back.
Nobody was going to care about that.
He's
You're
like,
right.
I'm here.
You're right.
Like, I don't know what he's worried about.
I didn't tell him he had to leave the Fancy Long Johns.
No,
though.
and he knew that.
I told him
He
he
knew
just had
that.
to leave the fancy movie.
He knew that.
no,
that.
I'm saying I would leave the Fancy Long Johns.
Yeah,
The fancy movie's not hard.
We wanted him to leave. He wasn't going to, but no, he knew that. He knew what the deal was, but
he
just
hasn't
wasn't gonna
hit
do
the
it.
rock bottom. When he joins me down here at like
It-
sub-zero rock bottom failures
When
of life,
when he disappears for almost
he'll
a
be
year,
able to give it up.
when he disappears for like half a year, then that's when we know he finally realizes what he's done and he needs to fix things.
When he goes, girl interrupted.
That's right. Full girl interrupted.
Mm-hmm.
Full Angelina Jolie.